I wanted to record this a little bit. Thought it was worth mentioning before I disappear on you guys for a little bit. There was something that Yeshua said in the New Testament regarding family in particular. And I think it's good to point this out because if Jesus really is God, that would mean that God had to go through this as well, and that God understands a situation like this. Although you may think it's religious or biblical, it's really just ancient teachings compiled into what we call the Bible. But regardless, Jesus says two things regarding family, but he's not saying this hatefully. He's saying this in ways to illuminate and to guide. He says, his disciples come to him and they say, your mother is here, or that your brothers are here. And he says, these are my family. And he's pointing to the crowd. Those who do the will of my Father. Those are my mother, my father, my brother, and my sister. Similarly, he also says, if you don't hate your mother, your father, your brother and sister, if you don't hate your family, or if you love your family more than me, you cannot follow me. Now, Christ isn't saying to literally hate your family, but he's especially saying, if you don't individuate yourself from that mold of family, because family is always going to just see you one way. They're never actually going to know who you are. You're actually a stranger to family more than you're a stranger to strangers. But you must kind of go through that experience to understand that. Still love them and forgive them if they wronged you. It does not mean you have to trust them again. That's insanity. But if you don't hate that process, that persona that we put on to be accepted by them, and to be loved, which is not love at all, it's love based off recollection and memory, you put yourself in a really dangerous position, kind of forgetting your sense of self and your identity. The structure of your identity is based on familiarity, which is the craziest thing that we can do, because things always change, and we live in a state of entropy or impermanence. So your family is not by blood. Your family are those who understand you without having to force it and to go off memory. It's cool to love them and to connect with them and stuff, but family doesn't have to do anything with DNA. Family, by extension, really means familiar. This is why people get so disappointed by their family. Reasonably so. But they have much more expectancy. Why didn't they show up to this or that? Or I thought we were, because you're not. You're related, doesn't mean you're family. Your family are those who devote themselves to others, who do the will of unconditional love. God bless you guys. It's going to be a long time since I'm seen again. Farewell.